Last time we finished up with Cluster Full of Cannons, and this time on the epic beach party of Donkey Kong Country Returns, we're going to stormy weather. Spoiler alert, this shore may or may not be stormy. Well, so far so good. Looks like no storms yet. Oh, but don't worry. Later it will be vaguely stormy. Kind of. School that jellyfish. Well, usual fare of finding things here. Whenever you see a climbable wall, of course, always make sure that you inspect every side of it. And a flippable platform, as always. Those candles have nothing in them. So, yeah. It's been a while, I know, I apologize. It's just that now I not only have a computer that's on the Ritz, as some of you may or may not know, but I also have a capture card that's on the Ritz. Yeah, you ever have a piece of electronic equipment just fall apart on you, literally? And then it still kinda works, though, so you can still use it? Because that's basically what happened to my capture card. It pretty much fell apart. But all the, you know, the bare bones are still there, so I can still use it. So, if quality looks a little bad, and if maybe, you know, I take a little while in between getting out the next couple segments, it'll be because I'm looking into, of course, finally getting a new computer, and also, you know, getting a capture card for it. Yeah, we have to deal with a... Great. I have to deal with a giant squid/octopus thing in the background, and yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah, this puzzle piece can be a little tricky to get. Is there a Donkey Kong barrel back there? I don't think there is. No matter. I can do this as a solo run. Yeah, he just totally tore that fucking ship apart. I think he has a name. It might be I think Squid might be in the name, but it's clearly an octopus. At least I think it is. Oh, come on. Yeah, you have to get the trajectory, obviously, at just the right time. It's not as hard as it looks. You just have to kind of be when the barrel is at the very top, and unfortunately, it has to be fairly precise, shooting directly upwards, even though there's a very small window of opportunity for that, and that is how you get that one up. It's the third time's a charm. Will the third time be the charm on this one? Okay. Ooh, almost fell over the side again. That'd have been great success. Appreciate, you know, these pegs holding on to the things for us. Oh yeah, I forgot. He totally destroys every single piece of pirate ship he sees in the entire level. So, of course, be a little quick on the feet there, getting across these ships and everything. Yeah, he'll try to cut you off at every corner. Not so intimidating when his tentacles just sit there, though. Yeah, like that. They're just kind of floating there. If he can get his tentacles into here, don't you think he could, like, wildly flail them around so that it'd be nearly impossible to miss? And how flexible is he? He just had his tentacles up there at the other part, and then he brings them around the sides there? I don't know. I'm not one for squid anatomy or whatever. Yeah, I'd have wished this one had a puzzle piece because of the need to break the sandbag for it, but alas, that doesn't come until right about... Oh, I thought it was going to be... There it is, I think? Oh. Oh, it'll be around here somewhere. Oh yeah, we got another checkpoint. This is a level that has 3 checkpoints. I forgot about that. Or 2 checkpoints, rather. Oh. I don't know how we got that, but whatever. Yeah, this one you have to be fairly quick with, because that tentacle will inch closer and closer to you, so... Not too worried about not getting the DK thing there. So, I guess you could say it got stormy after a while, but it was really more... I don't know what would be the word. Gratuitous? I don't know. Blowhole bound! Not as... I don't know, gross as it might sound? But yeah, stormy denotes squids, then evidently blowholes and denotes whales. And I guess that makes sense, of course. Steerag! Bowled those crabs right out. See that crab in the distance? About to rain on his parade. Yeah, it's a regular bonus level here. The way they made it set up, it looked like it was going to be basically a kind of thing in the first level in the beach where we had to jump on the crabs in order to get the puzzle pieces, but no such luck. Not that one way is easier than the other, necessarily. I guess technically that way would be easier, because all you have to do is jump on them, and there's no real time limit, but whatever. I'm just reminded of the fact that I actually had a buddy over this last week, and I was showing him this game because he'd never had the chance to play it. And we actually were able to do a 2-player mode, and it's very odd. I'll explain more in a sec. First, this whale, we have to smack him on the blowhole. That gets him going somehow. And yay, old school music. Possibly the best music in the entire Donkey Kong game. Arguably, as I fail. Yeah, it's sort of like a spin on the old underwater theme. It's very pretty, actually. I don't want to talk over it too much. Yeah, remember to get up on the planks for that O. And yeah, we can use a blowhole to our advantage. Not that it really matters at this part. And there he goes. And then these little birds here that act as, you guessed it, bowling pins. Don't really equate to the mood, but, you know. Whatever. Looks like there's no treasure chest with a puzzle piece here, huh? Wrongo! Bash in front of this tree and bam! And if we had Diddy, we could knock over all these pins, but as is, we just get a little short. Anyways, I think that's it for this on-land segment. Going on. But yeah, as I was saying, it's very weird in the sense that I'd never played 2-player before. What happens is, you know, you actually have somebody control Donkey Kong and then someone control Diddy Kong. It's not like it is where they control synonymously and they help one another that way. Instead, you have to, like, sort of be... Oh, come on. Well, I have to go back and get that. It's a way in which you actually... Somebody does control Diddy Kong and somebody does control Donkey Kong. Which is interesting, but it's... I don't know. I feel like I wish when you're controlling with Donkey Kong that you could have Diddy Kong on your back to help levitate, because he's kind of clunky controlled in this game. Not in that he's hard to control, it's just that he falls pretty easily, and without Diddy you can't do the continuous rolling barrel thing. And as Diddy, you can do the, there we go. You can do the jetpack thing where you hover a little bit. It's like you really miss that with Donkey. Otherwise, you're just kind of jumping around kind of haphazardly. It's not something I would recommend playing, unless you have somebody who really knows how to control Donkey Kong, which my buddy was new to the game, so he didn't. It was funny, to be sure, but at the same time, it was like, wow, I really wish that we'd had Diddy on Donkey's back so it would make it more user-friendly. But goodbye, whale. May you not get caught in a net or anything. Oh, whatever. So yeah, Blowhole Bound has some of the best music in the game, because that music from the underwater segments in the original Donkey Kong was just so good, so ambient. It was really some of David Wise's best composition. And now, one of the more annoying levels on the beach, Tidal Terror. It's cool, but it's semi-difficult. Not one of the most annoying or hard levels in the game, to be sure, but... Puzzle piece right away, that's nice. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that. I expect I might die at least once. As you can tell, be sure to be in the middle of the rocks before you get hit by a tidal wave. Oh god. Damn it. We needed one of those crabs to get that K, so I don't think they respawn. Oh, there's one. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up! I missed it anyway. Yeah, no matter what health you have, the tidal wave kills you, so... Slightly annoying, like I said. It's easy to get to a point where you don't have room to get behind a rock, which is what makes this level slightly... I wouldn't even say difficult, it's just kind of annoying sometimes. Oh, can I get the K? And... okay, there we go. Yeah, thankfully they have these red buttons that have rocks that pull up, and that is a trap. It looks like there'd be a bonus down there, but it's not. Yeah, these red buttons pull up rocks that you can hide behind, and you have to crouch when... or you don't have to, but it's just kind of a habit that I do. And yay! Sharks that are still not threatening. They're still more comical than anything. Yeah, it looks like this kind of half ship that is propped up so that you don't get hit would tip over at some point, and I think they do, but we'll never have to be behind one long enough to really see it when it happens. There's that. So yeah, this is a pretty neat level. It's got some interesting music, I'd say. Yeah, this is an area where there are two puzzle pieces right next to each other, so be wary of that. Anyways, I would say that this level's pretty cool. Music's good. It all fits. Like, that's the whole thing I realize about this game, is that a lot of people have conflicts with it, and I'll admit that I still kind of do in terms of, like, enemies and that kind of thing. But what they do with the game all works with itself so well, and I find that's really encouraging. And if Retro continues to have the Donkey Kong series, and I think we can expect a lot more good games out of them. It might be nice to see them ultimately return to the Kong Isles and have K. Rool attacking and all that fun stuff we love from the first games, but it's like, you know, for what we got, I enjoy it a lot. I think... yeah, I was thinking if there was one here, you just gotta bash that one thing that spouts out bananas enough times and it'll eventually break. I don't know how hiding behind these measly little rocks is gonna help us from a crashing tidal wave, like tsunami level wave. Great. But whatever, it does. Speaking of which, has anybody seen Impossible? I don't reckon that many people who watch these videos watch a lot of like feature-length Oscar award-nominated movies, but totally missed that. I don't think there's anything really important in there. But yeah, I'm reminded of this. Okay, we got all of the... I was just making sure if that had a puzzle piece in it or not. So I did not die nearly as many times as I normally do on that level, which is nice. And now, yeah, we have enough time to do the boss fight. Again, I'll come back and do all these temple levels in one fell swoop, because doing them one by one is kind of jarring to do within the world. I don't know. I just feel like it'd make a lot more sense to do all of them as a whole. Because they all follow fairly similar themes, but... Gee, I wonder what the final boss is for this world. Oh my god, who would have guessed it's pirates? They are the pirates who don't do anything. They just sit there and lie around. And if you ask them to do anything, you'll have to hypnotize them. Or else they'd say, they don't do anything. Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it. I still watch VeggieTales as an adult. So I used to watch a lot as a kid, so I've seen them all on YouTube again. It's sort of like a nostalgia trip, basically. Alright, so these crab things. You can jump on their heads, and then ground pound, and do this. Just like those red crabs that are the regular enemies. But don't worry, you'll have to do it more than once. And yeah, they're just like the regular red crabs. If you jump on them more than once, then you're gonna get hurt. So that's all three of them. And now they form a tower! In the same color formation as the boss from Glover, almost. And when they... Damn it, I just missed it. When they have their pinchers up like that, that should have worked. You roll into them and it knocks them over. Like right now. Okay, I don't know what was up with the failure there. But we're gonna do a take two, I guess. Yeah, that should have worked. Maybe you can't roll into them on the side that has their weapon. I don't know, we'll give it another shot and see what happens. Okay, and number 3. The Blackbeard of the crabs, of course. And actually, when they're doing that is when you can ground pound them, sort of like cut out a step. Quote unquote, cut out a step. Alright. Pinchers up, and... Okay, that's how you do it. And then you just jump on them one by one. You can do it without Diddy, but it helps the most to have him. Because then you can just simply float to him, otherwise time jumps off of each one to make it to the other. Come on. Do your thing. Oh. Right when I would try to jump on you is immediately when you'd put your pinchers up, huh? Pretty jazzy music for a boss fight, or... Damn it! Festive is the music, I would say. It's like a beach party. When in reality, you're fighting a boss that doesn't have epic boss music. Now see, it worked that time. I don't exactly get it, but whatever. And yeah, you only have to do that sequence twice, and then they have their overly dramatic death. What a world! A captain goes down with his ship, etc. Now time to give these maracas a headache. Bitches, please. So that was the beach. Thanks everybody for watching that. Very atmospheric world. Next one we go on to is still cool. I think at the end of this playthrough I'll be able to determine which world will be my favorite. Beach would definitely be one of them. Although the next one is the ruins, and that could be up there, so we'll see later. Thanks all for watching, see you later.